Russia is a huge and mysterious country. It stretches across two continents, from the cold Baltic Sea all the way to the big Pacific Ocean. This enormous country has so many stories inside it. Its culture is like a rich blanket, made with threads of old history, strong art, and the never-give-up spirit of its people. To really get Russia, you have to look past the news headlines and big politics. You have to look at the simple, everyday moments that show what it means to be Russian. It's a culture of opposites, where serious quiet times and loud happy times often live right next to each other. This makes for a special and really touching experience for anyone who wants to explore it. When you think of Russia, you might picture grand churches with onion-shaped domes and the famous Red Square in Moscow. These are important symbols, of course, but the real heart of Russia is found in places you might not expect. It's in the warm talks that happen in a small kitchen over a hot cup of black tea. It's in the sound of a heartfelt song sung among friends. It's in the quiet kindness of a stranger helping you on a cold winter day. This is the Russia I know. It's a place where connecting with other people is super important, making a strong feeling of community and shared identity that has lasted through hundreds of years of changes. The Russian way of being is often described as having a wide soul, or shirokaya dusha. This idea means being able to feel deep emotions, from really sad to super happy. It's a soul that is open, giving, and sometimes a little bit dramatic. You see this in Russian books, in the big novels by Tolstoy and Dostoevsky. You hear it in the powerful music of Tchaikovsky and Rachmaninoff. But most importantly, you feel it when you share a meal with a Russian family. Here, being welcoming isn't just a custom. It's a sacred duty, a way of opening your heart to a guest and making them feel like they're part of the family. Exploring Russian culture is like opening a set of nesting dolls. Each layer you uncover shows you something new and more detailed inside. It's a trip that takes you through hundreds of years of grand empires, tough revolutions, and quiet strength. Understanding this culture isn't just about learning facts and dates. It's about understanding a different way of seeing the world. It's about seeing the beauty in sadness, the warmth in a shared meal, and the strength found when people come together. This journey into the Russian soul starts not in a museum, but at the kitchen table, where the real heart of the culture beats. Russian life is strongly connected to traditions and the changing seasons. Holidays aren't just days off from work, they are important times that bring everyone together. The biggest and most loved holiday is New Year's, or Novi God. This is a magical time, especially for kids. Families get together to decorate a fir tree called a yoka. They make a huge feast that lasts late into the night. Grandfather Frost, or Ded Moroz, and his granddaughter, the Snow Maiden, or Snegurochka, bring gifts. The celebration is full of hope and excitement for the year ahead, a bright light in the middle of the long, dark winter. Another important celebration is Maslenitsa, also known as Butter Week or Pancake Week. It happens the week before the start of Russian Orthodox Lent. Maslenitsa is a happy goodbye to winter and a cheerful hello to spring. The main food for this holiday is the blini, a thin, round, golden pancake. Blini stand for the sun, and eating them is a way of inviting warmth and light back into the world after the cold months. People visit friends and family, share piles of blini with different toppings, and do outdoor activities like sledding and fun snowball fights. It's a week of eating and fun before the serious time of Lent begins. Family is the most important part of Russian society. The family unit, or semya, is often very close. It's common for many generations to live together or very close to each other. Grandmothers, known as babushkas, play a very special and central role. A babushka is often the heart of the home. She is the one who keeps the family recipes, tells the family history, and gives endless love and comforting advice. She makes sure that traditions are passed down from one generation to the next, connecting the past with the present and future through her wisdom and her cooking. Daily life in a Russian home is all about shared moments. Evenings are often spent together, talking about the day's events over dinner. Being welcoming is a key part of this life. If you visit a Russian home, even if they don't expect you, you will always be invited in. Your host will immediately put a kettle on for tea and offer you something to eat. This gesture is about more than just food. It's a sign of respect and friendship. It shows that you are a welcome guest. These simple acts of sharing and caring are what build the strong connections that define Russian family life and make the home a true safe place of warmth and love. Russian food is honest, filling, and really satisfying. It came from a climate of long, cold winters and short, plentiful summers. The food is made to give warmth, comfort, and energy. It uses ingredients that can be grown in the ground or saved for the winter months, like root vegetables, grains, and fermented foods. At the center of this food are three famous dishes that tell the story of Russia on a plate: borscht, pelmeni, and blini. Each one is more than just a recipe. It's a symbol of Russian history, culture, and how important it is to come together to share a meal with loved ones. Borscht is probably the most famous Russian soup. It's a beautiful deep red color, and its taste is a perfect mix of sweet and sour. The main ingredient is beetroot, which gives the soup its famous color and earthy taste. It's often cooked with other vegetables like cabbage, potatoes, and carrots, and simmered in a rich meat broth. A spoonful of sour cream or smetana is always added at the end. Borscht is more than a soup. It's a symbol of the Slavic home. Its warmth stands for the comfort of home, a comforting shield against the cold outside. Every family has its own special recipe, passed down through generations. Pelmeni are small, tasty dumplings that are loved all across Russia. They are made from a simple dough filled with a mix of ground meats like pork, beef, or lamb, and seasoned with onion and spices. Making pelmeni is often a group activity. Families gather around the kitchen table to fold and shape hundreds of these little dumplings together, talking and laughing as they work. They are then frozen and saved for later. Pelmeni represent community and being together. Boiling a pot of pelmeni is a quick and easy way to make a comforting meal for unexpected guests, a perfect symbol of Russian hospitality. Blini are thin pancakes similar to French crepes, but they have a much deeper meaning in Russian culture. As I mentioned, they are the symbol of the sun and are central to the Maslenitsa festival. But they are also enjoyed all year round. Blini can be served in many ways. They can be eaten simply with butter or sour cream, or they can be filled with savory things like smoked salmon, mushrooms, or ground meat. For a special treat, they are served with caviar, a true Russian delicacy. Blini represents celebration, plenty, and the circle of life. They connect Russians to their ancient old roots and the never-ending cycles of nature. To truly understand Russian food, you have to experience a traditional meal. Imagine a chilly evening. You are invited to a dacha, a small country house outside the city. The table is covered with a colorful tablecloth and crowded with many small plates. These are the zakuski, or appetizers. There are pickled mushrooms, slices of cured sausage, salted herring with onions, and a variety of fresh salads. One of these salads is the famous Olivier salad, a creamy mix of potatoes, carrots, peas, and meat. The zakuski are meant to be enjoyed slowly, along with conversation and small glasses of iced vodka toasts. After the zakuski, the main course arrives. Tonight, it is zharko, a hearty pot roast with potatoes and root vegetables, cooked slowly until it is super tender. The smell fills the entire room, a smell of home and comfort. Alongside the roast, there is a basket of dark rye bread. The meal is not rushed. People talk, tell stories, and laugh. The host makes sure everyone's plate is always full. This is what Russian dining is all about. It is generous, shared, and focused on connecting with others. The food is important, but the time spent together is even more so. Comparing Russian food to other types of food helps to understand its special character. Like German or Polish food, it is hearty and makes good use of potatoes, cabbage, and meat. But it has its own distinct flavors, especially the use of dill, sour cream, and fermented foods like pickles and sauerkraut. Unlike Italian or French food, which often focuses on fancy sauces and delicate cooking methods, Russian cooking is more straightforward and simple. It's about getting the most flavor from simple, good quality ingredients. It is food for the soul, made to nourish the body and warm the heart. Learning about Russian culture and food is important. It opens a window into a world that is often misunderstood. Food is a language everyone understands. When we learn about what people eat, we learn about their history, their land, and what they care about. Sharing a bowl of borscht or a plate of pelmeni can build bridges and create understanding in a way that politics cannot. It teaches us that even though we are different, we all need food, community, and the simple joy of gathering around a table with people we care about. This is a lesson that is both delicious and deep.